Hi, have you ever wondered how free our actions are? Here you are, you chose to watch this video, but was it really your free choice? Or perhaps your past preferences, social conditioning, and even biology pushed you to that decision? Today, we're going to dive into one of the most interesting and controversial topics in philosophy and neuroscience: free will. Are our actions really free? Or do we act like programmed automata, following predictable steps along a predetermined path? Determinism and determinist philosophers. First, let's understand what determinism is. This philosophical position holds that all events, including human thoughts, decisions, and actions, are predetermined. That is, everything that happens is bound to happen the way it happened and cannot happen otherwise. Aristotle and the Stoics were among the first philosophers to talk about cause and effect inherent in our nature. But the most famous proponent of determinism was Pierre-Simon Laplace, a French physicist and mathematician. He believed that if we knew all the conditions of the existing universe, we could predict each of its next states. Thus, no human will could be truly free. Ideas of Immanuel Kant. Kant proposed the concept that free will is the practical condition of our morality. He believed that without it, neither morality nor responsibility would be possible, since our entire lives would consist of nothing but causal reactions. Kant argued that we must presuppose free will in order to make moral choices. This view has had a tremendous influence on Western thought, modern determinist views. Modern determinists are not only philosophers, but also neuroscientists. One of the most famous experiments was conducted by Benjamin Libet in the 1980s. Libet showed that our unconscious makes a decision several hundred milliseconds earlier than we ourselves realize. He argued that the brain may be deciding for us, and our consciousness only confirms it. The idea of indeterminism. Some philosophers disagree with the idea of complete predeterminism. One of the most famous critics of determinism is William James, the father of American psychology. He believed that there are events in the world that happen without a specific cause. This is called indeterminism. In this view, not all of our actions are strictly determined. Libertarian view of free will. Libertarians argue that human beings are capable of genuine choice. Philosophers such as Jean-Paul Sartre believed that freedom is the central characteristic of human life. Sartre said that man is doomed to be free, and we cannot justify to the world our decisions. We choose even when we choose to do nothing. Compatibilism, a view of combining determinism and free will. Finally, there is what is called compatibilism, which suggests that free will and determinism can coexist. The main ideas of compatibilism were expressed by philosopher David Hume. Hume believed that freedom is the ability to act in accordance with one's desires and goals, even if those desires and goals are themselves shaped by predetermined factors. Neuroscience-based research. Neuroscience continues to study free will. Libet's experiments continue to be controversial. There are numerous studies that confirm most of our decisions are formed unconsciously, and our conscious self just adds the finishing touch. This begs the question: perhaps free will is just an illusion? Opinion of neurophysiologists. Renowned neurophysiologist Sam Harris also believes that free will is illusory. Harris argues that every choice we make is determined by a complex chain of neural reactions that we have no control over. What appears to us as an active choice is simply the result of the brain. But there are opponents of Harris's hardline position. But not all neuroscientists agree with Harris. For example, Antonio Damasio and other scientists argue that our brains can develop certain patterns that support autonomy and self-control, albeit at a basic level. This suggests that we have some free will, albeit partially constrained by biology. So, what does it work out to be? Are we really programmed to do certain things? Or do we have a chance to break free from the chain of cause and effect? Could the truth be somewhere in the middle? Science and philosophy offer different answers, but there is no definitive conclusion yet. This leaves open the question for ourselves. Do you think you are free to act? Write in the comments what you think about this. Do you believe in complete free will? Or maybe you think that life is just a set of predictable decisions. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss the next philosophy and science videos. Translated with deepl.com. Free version.